of gigs that I've regretted. One of my first corporate gigs, when I was very new in comedy, I got hired to do, I mean, again, I didn't even look into it. It was an electricians union in California. And my mom, she brought me, because I wanted her to see that, I had a real job and I don't know how to drive. And I'm like, okay, let me do my research about this company, this electricians union. This union had a newsletter, and these were some of the headlines from the newsletter that I was reading on the way to the gig. It said, COVID, climate change, and other lies Democrats want you to believe. Traveling abroad has been ruined by wokeness. Our 10 least favorite Jews. And I said, oh no! My mom and I are about to be 11 and 12. I get to the event, sure enough, I know I'm in the wrong place because it is 800 old white men dressed like cowboys, not a single horse in sight. The show started with a singing of the national anthem. And then after the national anthem, they went into an auction of guns. 100% guns, top to bottom, and I mean like guns designed for big classmates. And at the end, they sold a Glock 19 for $20,000, and that was offensive because that was more than they were paying me. And in my mind, I mean, I had my mom there as like my moral compass, which is not great. And I was like, should I leave? Should I say something? She was like, no, they're paying you. Shut the fuck up. Right before they brought me on stage, the host said, hey guys, are we all excited for the comedy portion of tonight? Just so you know, we brought a comedian all the way from New York City, thanks to a generous donation by our sponsor, ExxonMobil. And he pointed. They had on the back, they had a banner that said ExxonMobil. And that's when I was like, what would George Carlin do? What would Richard Pryor do? But I didn't have any cocaine, so I was telling a joke at the time about, it was called Titanic 2, but in the middle I was describing it, and I said, they're building this Titanic 2, and it's gonna go along the same route as the original, because the icebergs got a lot smaller thanks to my sponsor, ExxonMobil. And at first I thought I got a laugh, but then the laugh became like a ooh. I was looking at my body for red dots appearing, boo. And so I'm just sitting. I've never been booed by a whole audience. I'm just sitting as these 800 former Confederate soldiers are wailing at me. I don't know where to go. They're all here. And then my mom kicked open the emergency exit with the Glock 19, like, let's go, motherfucker!